Welcome to Local Beatz. I'm your host, Paige Grunewald.
And I'm your host, Carsen Porterfield. We've got a great show for you guys tonight. We have the popular Fort Collins band Places Back Home in the studio. But before that, we're talking about local music venues like the Bazaar.
Nowadays, people get their music online from free streaming, iTunes, and illegal downloads, which we do not condone here at Local Beatz, but there are still some places in Fort Collins that you can get your real hard copies of music. I'm talking CDs, records, and even cassette tapes. Bazaar is a locally owned business that buys, sells, and trades used books, records, CDs, cassettes, DVDs, and many paper items such as magazines, old newspapers, comic books, and so much more. They buy, sell, and trade, and even repair turntables, old radios, and record players. Bazaar's philosophy is Browser's Paradise, a place to discover things you never even knew existed.
If things were more browsable, then people would not necessarily come in knowing they might come in knowing what they want and they might find it, but because that does happen, because it is fairly organized. But rather than just always that happening, he felt like we would be more successful if people just came in and spent lots of time browsing, and they wouldn't know what they were looking for. So, because the idea that you don't always know what you want. And people stumble across things all the time. They don't. I would say sometimes they come in, looking specifically for something, but oftentimes they just come in because this is a fun thing to do, and you just never know what you're going to find. And I think that happens more often than not. And I think that we do really well that way. And I mean, it's organized enough so that if you really need something, we can help you find the section, or like the fiction is alphabetized. The record albums are alphabetized, so if you're looking to come in and you want a Beatles record, you can go right to the Beatles section. But I think a lot of people end up buying things that they didn't have any intentions of buying, or like you say, just stumbling across something.
Check out the Bazaar next time you get a chance, and remember to buy local.
Well, summer is almost here, guys, which means music festivals are going to be starting soon. The first festival of the season is the 9th annual FOCO MX Festival, right here in Fort Collins on April 28th and 29th. FOCO MX will host over 200 performers at 20 different venues downtown. Tickets are available at focomx.focoma.org for $35, but if that's out of your price range, you can always get a free wristband by volunteering. Local Beatz will be covering the festival, so make sure you follow us on social media.
If you're a fan of alternative music, the Vans Warped Tour is making a stop in Colorado this year. The concert will be held at the Pepsi Center on Sunday, June 25th. Watsky, Sammy Adams, and American Authors will just be a few of the bands performing this year. Tickets cost $40 and are available at altitudetickets.com.
Are you more of a country music fan? Well, Grand Junction has got you covered. The 26th Annual Country Jam will be held June 15th through the 18th. Tickets cost $115 for students or $155 for non-students. I know that seems pretty steep, but some of the artists scheduled to perform include Kenny Chesney, Jason Aldean, and Chris Young, all of which are some sexy cowboys that I would pay to see perform. Paige, are you a fan of country music?
You know, I can't say I'm not a country fan, but I am.
Yeah. Do you have any kind of musicians you like?
I don't have a favorite, but I kind of like Tim McGraw.
Yeah, I like Tim McGraw. You like Willie Nelson? You a fan of him?
Yeah.
Ooh, always on my mind. That's always been on my mind because it's one of my favorite songs. You know.
Awesome.
Well, I love seeing live music, and one place I like to go in my free time is Avogadro's Number. I went last weekend and decided to give you guys a quick peek at what you're missing.
If you are a fan of local music, chances are you've been to Avogadro's Number. This awesomely weird spot has everything from a massive menu to delicious mouth-watering desserts. They also have a gigantic bar that is home to a variety of liquor, but the food and drink aren't the only thing Avogadro's is known for. Every Tuesday night, musicians from around town come to hone their skills and participate in open mic night. Mutt Rogers has been hosting the event for over 4 years.
Open mic night here is just an opportunity for people of really all ability levels to come in here and do almost anything.
Open mic night has been going on for about 20 years now, and locals still come to see what their great town has to offer. Musical acts range from folk, rock, rap, and even some violin.
But if anybody's interested in coming and playing, it's virtually every Tuesday. We do the sign up right at 7, and we draw chips for sign up order. And that might sound a little confusing, but just the lower your number, the more options you're going to have.
Avogadro's number is just another reason why FOCO rocks.
If you haven't been there already, what are you waiting for? Actually, just wait until the end of this show, because we've got a lot more to talk about.
That's right, Carson. We've got places back home in the studio after the break, so don't go anywhere unless it's the Bazaar.
Tune in to KCSU, your student-run radio station at Colorado State University. Live 24 hours a day, every day at 90.5 FM and kcsufm.com. Live local new music now, and news, talk, and sports. KCSU, the radio voice of Colorado State, on the air since 1964.
You're watching CTV, produced by Colorado State University students, bringing you news, weather, sports, and entertainment from campus and beyond. CTV live Monday through Thursday at 7 p.m. on campus and Fort Collins on Channel 11. Repeats at midnight, 8 a.m., noon, and 2 p.m.
The Rocky Mountain Collegian is your student-run news and information platform. Pick up your paper on campus or around Fort Collins Monday through Thursday with special editions Fridays. And check out collegian.com anytime for all the latest updates. News, sports, entertainment, opinion, and more. The Rocky Mountain Collegian, serving Colorado State since 1891.
College Avenue has been your student magazine for the last 10 years. College Avenue prints once a month covering topics that are relevant to the CSU and Fort Collins community. We also print special editions like the graduation guides at the end of each semester, the best of CSU each fall, and the orientation guide each summer. Look for us on racks around campus, off campus, or online at collegian.com under the College Avenue tab.
Welcome back to Local Beatz. I'm here with Places Back Home. How are you guys doing today?
Doing quite all right.
Good. You guys want to introduce yourselves?
Absolutely. My name's Chris.
I'm Corey.
I'm Bailey.
And I'm Robert.
Awesome. So you guys want to tell me a little about the band, like kind of genre, how you guys formed?
Yeah, sure. So, genre's tough. We like to call ourselves post-folk.
Oh, what, post-folk?
The reason why is
Pioneering.
we're kind of pioneering it. We like post-rock a lot, but we're not post-rock.
I think a good representation is I play a banjo with a pedal board.
Yep.
Fun.
That is how you describe it.
That is definitely unique. That's awesome, though.
Pedal board, folk music.
With a pedal board, post-folk
music.
With a little bit of electronics.
Yeah.
What else do you guys play?
So I play lead guitar.
Gotcha.
Not lead electric, but I play guitar and sing.
I play guitar, mostly lead electric.
Cool.
Yeah. He's a banjo with the pedal board.
Yeah, I'm the banjo guy.
And and I'm the drummer.
Nice, nice. So what are some of kind of your influences?
Oh man, jeez.
We can just rattle them off.
Ranges from Sufjan Stevens
Sufjan
to
Stevens.
I think
Manchester
Orchestra.
This Will Destroy You.
This Will Destroy You. Yeah. Yeah, I think
The Last Bison.
Last Bison. Otis Redding. Yeah, throw him in there.
He's one of those.
Yeah.
That's one.
Out to my boy Otis.
Otis, thank you.
This one's for you.
Still sitting on the deck of that bay. Tell you what.
That's awesome. We all.
How did the band start?
Oh man.
Or how did it form, kind of thing?
Yeah.
We got the original three.
Well, I met Chris here at CSU my sophomore year and your junior year probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we just hit it off, and you were like, let's jam together, and we jammed, and it went really well, and
cool.
We decided he had some singer-songwriter stuff that he'd been working on, and he had this show booked at Everyday Joe's, and in April. So that was like a couple months away, and he was like, hey, you want to play this show with me? And I got a drummer, and it was Robert, and so met Robert, and had a good time, and
bam, made a band.
Yeah.
Chris and I had actually been playing music together for a while at that point, for a year or two, because we were both involved in Navigators and on campus here, and so we played music for that. Led that one. He was the leader for that. So
cool.
And then I helped produce the first record and the first EP. And then just decided I liked the band enough to join it. So
Yeah, we were like, you make t-shirts?
Worst decision I
like
ever
it,
made.
whatever.
We also decided that we liked Corey enough to let him join.
Yeah.
So
it was mutual.
You gotta go through the
It was an
initiation.
osmosis
Corey's
kind
just
of
like,
process.
hey, I'm gonna join your band. Is
convergence.
that cool?
Yeah.
Sure.
And so you guys are playing Foco MX, correct?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah. Well.
Except.
Yeah.
We're doing like a.
We are. We are playing Foco
Okay.
MX.
Yes.
That's a real thing.
So you guys should come.
Hey, good job.
Where's the venue at that you guys are playing?
We're playing at the Whiskey.
Whiskey, okay. And what day is that on?
April 28th. Yeah.
28th.
Yeah.
At
Check it out.
6:30, I believe.
Yeah, we're in the evening, 6:30.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Good.
And then, so one last question, and it kind of said on your Facebook that you guys like to make a difference in your community. So how would you guys say you make a difference in the community?
One of the ways we actually got connected with Corey in the first place was he had a business. Called Hope and Arrows, and
Still around.
Still around, yeah.
still
It's functional. Exists.
We're just a little busy.
Yeah.
But you want to talk about it?
Yeah. Basically, what I do is combine bands and nonprofits through
Cool. That's awesome.
through merchandise, and also at one point we were doing a lot of production of like music production and
Our EP came
yeah.
from.
Yeah, and it was we actually produced a Holdfast record too, which you guys had on the show.
Yeah, we had them on here.
Yeah, but a portion of all the profits of the company basically go to a nonprofit, which is pretty exciting. And and I think all of us, we love to play charity events. I think is the other way too.
Yeah, I've done a lot of stuff like that.
Yeah, and it's a ton of fun. But
That's really cool.
yeah, I think we might be playing another one sometime soon. But
Yeah.
I think we've got a couple things in the works. Just like giving however we can.
Yeah.
So.
And so your EP is out, correct, right?
Yeah, it came out in September.
September, okay. And are you guys working on a new album right now?
We are.
Yeah,
It's happening.
yeah.
Tell us a little about that.
Laboriously. Well, yeah.
Or is that a little bit of hush hush?
I guess this is kind of the official announcement then.
Yeah,
in a way.
kind of, yeah.
In a way.
I'm sorry.
No, it's totally fine.
No,
This just did.
I mean, we've been talking about it in passing, with people, and it's been thrown out there that this was happening, but we haven't officially come out and said
But it's
hey,
just
we're
kind of
doing
in the
this.
works kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
we're kind of like struggling through it right now.
It's been a little bit of a laborious
All masterpieces take work.
Oh, yeah.
The last album seemed to be a little bit quicker, but this one we, and you'll have to stay tuned to find out what this vision is, but we have like a much more
narrow
and
condensed.
defined vision for what this album EP is going to be. We know it's going to be 7 tracks.
Yeah.
We have a couple of them laid out and written already. And we're going to try to have them all tied together. So that's going to be a little
Kind of like a little story album kind of thing.
Concept.
That's awesome. I think that's really cool.
That makes the writing a lot
harder.
difficult.
And Places is kind of finding its voice right now.
Yeah, because our EP, I mean, that was pretty much Chris's, except for one song, that was Chris's songs that he'd written that we then made to be Places Back Home music. But this is all our music that we're writing from scratch.
So for people who have listened to our last EP, this one is going to have a different sound to it. I would say it's going to be a little more gritty, I think.
Yeah, we're emphasizing the post in this one.
Yeah. And then just little sprinklings.
That little
little folky blitz.
Well, I want to thank you guys for being here. This is Places Back Home. You can catch them at the Whiskey on April 28th, correct?
Yep.
All right, stay tuned. See you guys.
Don't worry, 74 people were picked before me in the NFL draft.
To fight childhood obesity, United Way and the NFL are helping kids play at least 60 minutes a day.
Okay, time for the team obstacle course. Yay!
What this place needs is more healthy kids. To get involved or donate, go to unitedway.org/play60.
Now I get it.
Welcome back to Local Beatz. It's me, your girl Paige, and today I present to you the top 5 songs on Spotify. For your number 5 song, That's What I Like by Bruno Mars, made the charts this week. Bruno has been quite a hit for quite some time now due to his versatile talent and ability to play multiple instruments. The singer-songwriter released his song of his 24 Karat Magic album in 2016. His 24 Karat Magic tour begins in July, and he'll be in Denver October 30th, so be sure to get your tickets when they go on sale. For your number 4 song, we've got Something Just Like This, another chart-topping song for the breakout band Chainsmokers, pairing up with everyone's lukewarm favorite band Coldplay. After they came out with Closer in 2016, everyone has been anxious waiting to see what else they come up with. Unfortunately, there's no music video that has been released for this, just like this, but stay tuned.
I want something just like this.
For your number 3 song on Spotify, It Ain't Me by Kygo featuring Selena Gomez. Kygo is a Norwegian DJ, record producer, and songwriter, and also a well-known EDM artist. The It Ain't Me single has recently released in February after releasing his Cloud9 album in 2016. He starts his tour at the end of April, but unfortunately, he doesn't make a stop in Denver. Your second song on the charts is Passion Fruit by Drake. The new single released just under a month ago and has already made it to the top 5 songs on Spotify. But is it really a surprise for Drake? I mean, Grammy Award winner, platinum-selling record artist, and a multi-faced entertainer. He also was on Degrassi, The Next Generation. Drake just finished his world tour, so hopefully he comes to Denver in the near future. And for your number 1 song for the 3rd time in a row, Shape of You by Ed Sheeran. Sheeran is still the number 1 song on both Spotify and Billboard Hot 100. People have been obsessed with this song ever since it came out, possibly a little too obsessed. Recently, a woman was jailed for noise complaints because she had a song on repeat. Well, I guess Ed Sheeran may feel kind of good that his music is getting played this much, but probably didn't expect jail time to be the outcome.
Come on now, follow my lead. Come on now, follow my lead.
Well, that's all I have for you tonight. Thanks for tuning in on the top 5 songs on Spotify. I'm Paige Grunewald, and we'll be right back.
Morning, Gary. We are GetSchooled.com. You want a college education, don't you? You know you do. That's why we're here. We're free and here to guide you through every step of the way, starting with attendance. Gary, financial aid forms. Picking a college, man. You and us. We go together like tacos and Tuesday. And I love tacos. Go to GetSchooled.com.
Well, hey there, music lovers. It's me, Carsen, back at you again with another episode of The Beatbox, a segment where I can basically talk about anything I want. For this episode, it's all things Gorillaz. Well, it's happened, folks. One of the greatest bands of all time is finally back. No, it's not the Beatles. It's the animated rock group Gorillaz. The virtual band created by Damon Albarn and Jamie Hewlett announced their 4th studio album, Humans. The highly anticipated album has finally arrived after 7 years of silence, with their last release being Plastic Beach. They have released 4 new songs titled Ascension, Saturn Bars, Andromeda, and We Got the Power. The 4 songs released all have a different vibe, but they all manage to be pretty damn good. The first track, Ascension, starts off hard with rapper Vince Staples dropping in with a fresh verse backed by a siren and booming beat. Then the hook comes in, which is both funny and catchy, with the line, "The sky's falling, baby, drop that, but," before it crashes. The next track is Saturn Bars, a reggae rap-influenced song featuring reggae DJ and singer Popcan. A music video was released with this song that shows the band exploring a haunted house. It is filled with a bunch of creepy monsters singing to the terrified bandmates. You can watch the video normally or in 360 view, where you fly through the universe and see trippy images that can only be experienced through VR. Andromeda is my favorite of the 4 tracks. It features Dram, the musician who stormed the world with his hit song Broccoli. Dram lends his soft vocals to Damon Albarn's distinctive voice to create a toe-tapping beat that makes you want to drive down an empty highway, fly to Tokyo, or build a chair. The last track is We Got the Power, and I'm not gonna lie, this is my least favorite track. It's not bad, but compared to the other tracks, it's just a little underwhelming. It features Savage's front singer, Jenny Beth, performing the hook, "We got the power to be loving each other," which is a little basic, but it's still got that Gorillaz charm. All in all, these 4 tracks all sound great. I cannot wait for the new album titled Humans with a Z, which is set to release on April 28th and contains 26 tracks, so it'll keep you busy. Before the news of the new album, Gorillaz announced the Gorillaz Demon Days Festival. This is the first live performance Gorillaz have had in 7 years, and it's being held in Dreamland Park in England. The full lineup is yet to be announced, but it's confirmed that all the features on the album will be there. That includes my favorite rapper, Danny Brown, Vince Staples, Drum, and De La Soul, as well as Oasis frontman Noel Gallagher and greats Mavis Staples and Carly Simon. The concert is on June 10th, and for those who can attend, Red Bull will be live streaming the entire event. Thankfully, I won't have to watch it online because I'm going to get exclusive video coverage of the event for Local Beatz. That's right, I'm going to England. This is not an outdated April Fool's joke. Well, I'm out of Gorillaz news, so to talk about. So that's the end of the Beatbox. Check you later, and don't forget to keep on rocking.
Sure, I look cute now, but when my owner lost his job, it was rough. I was living on the street, and one night, me and this Cocker Spaniel got into it so bad, I wound up looking like an ice cream cone. I cried a little bit, but thankfully I got rescued, so I'm running, I'm jumping, all back to my old self, and I'm ready to give unconditional love, even if you put a lampshade on my head.
Me and my boy Matt had it good. He had catnip that was off the hook. But one day, he brings a girl home, and she's allergic to cats. Every sneeze was a nail in my coffin. Now I'm in a shelter. It's decent, but they don't even have Wi-Fi.
Well, that's it for tonight's show. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter for more in the world of local music. And don't forget to check out the Bizarre Bazaar.
We're Avogadro's number. Have a good night, everyone.